Hello everyone and welcome back to my vlogs. So I'm back in Aberdeen. Last time you saw me I would have been in Glasgow at Graphic Design Festival Scotland. But first, before I talk about the festival, because I am dying to talk about the festival, I want to talk about the week that's just been. Monday the 11th of November. That is where the vlog starts, on the day of dissertation draft hand-in. Oh joy. So I basically went straight to the library first thing in the morning and typed out that dissertation. I wrote a whole new chapter in 2 hours. It was quite impressive. People keep asking me what my dissertation's about. It was about social media and the impact it has on your mental health, but in terms of if you are an artist, designer, illustrator on Instagram and you're wanting to promote yourself and your work and how that affects your mental health, because it definitely affects mine. Fourth year's hard. Anywho, so yeah, following handing in the draft, fourth years decided they needed a break and we all went on a night out together. We're becoming a really close-knit family and we're really cute and happy together, but it's sad because it's fourth year and it's the last year. So we went on a night out, it was lovely. And then Tuesday we all inevitably had hangovers, but we had 42 Studio in visiting us, who are an Aberdeen design agency. They are really, really good. Yeah, they came in and spoke to us about what they do, how their methods are, what kind of work they do and what they produce. Really interesting to hear from them. I don't think I've mentioned this in any vlog prior to this, but last week when I was researching dream companies I wanted to work for, Snap Digital was in that. And they are a video-based company in Aberdeen. I did a video with them last year as part of Grey's, being interviewed actually by them for a promo video about Grey School of Art. That's how I met them, that's how I came into contact with them and just stayed in touch over Instagram. A couple of months ago when I released my hard grind video, one of the guys from Snap Digital contacted me saying, you should totally join us on a shoot one day. I think, you'll really benefit from it if you're keen. And I was like, 100%. Of course I'm keen. I would love to get more experience on set. I mean, I just film by myself, so getting to, see how others film would be ace. And then it happened. I got to be a part of their filming for the Aberdeen-inspired Christmas Nights promo video, which was really exciting. So the Wednesday was the first day of shooting, and I joined them at Melt, which is a cafe on Belmont Street that do amazing cheese toasties. Really, really cool place. And oh my god, I've never been in there before, so going upstairs and seeing all the decor and how we lit it and framed everything and just, it was so cool. I was so blown away. And we had a little monitor that was hooked up to the Red camera and you could see what was happening and you could be just, it was so cool. I really enjoyed it. And then after filming at Melt, the first morning kind of scene, we then moved to John Lewis to film another scene, which was even more fun because we got to go backstage in John Lewis with all our kit, and I just loved it so much. I learned so much. It was a long day, from 9 till 5 without really breaking for anything, constantly going at it. My kind of role for the day was in Melt, I was doing audio, so I would just hit record and stop when I needed to and I had to shout rolling. I also helped set up C-stands and lights and the big dome things. I really should try and remember all the names, which was really fun. Then on the Thursday I was helping film with them again, but it was an earlier start and a longer day. It started at 7 a.m. and it was in these offices. I literally filmed only 2 things from this day, but this day was the most intense day because we were filming so many different shots. When I think about what we filmed the day before, we filmed 2, 3 different things going on, different actions. But at the office we had the girl arriving at the office in the elevator scene, and then her at our desk, and then her meeting, and then her photocopying, and then her leaving, and then her outside. There was so much to set up and so much to film. So yeah, it's been really interesting for me being on a film set, because if anything it has shown me that maybe this is the job that I really need to go for now, because I've always loved film, and like I do love doing design work. I do, like, I love making up stuff, but film's just been something I'm so interested in and can do. Like, I'm not shit at graphic design, but I'm so not as good as anyone. Like, there's so many better people at graphic design than me, so I sometimes feel like a little imposter when I have a junior designer job. I'm just like, there's so many more people in the world that can do this better than me, especially in my class. So I'm just like, but film is my thing, and like I'm not being like blowing my, like, I'm not being big-headed when I say that I know I can do it, because I know I can do it. Like, evidently I can do it. So I don't know, I'm really interested in seeing where that goes. But anyway, I spent the first 2 days of their shoot with them, and then at 7 p.m, so literally 12 hours after I started filming, I had to run off to the train station to get my train to go to Glasgow. So I didn't get to finish filming with them. They had another 3 days, I think, or two or 3 days of filming. So I didn't get to see the rest of it being filmed, but I'm very excited to see the video when it comes out. Anywho, so yeah, got the train to Glasgow with my friend Robin, and we literally both got on the train and we're like, we need to do work. She had like uni work to do, and I had videos to edit. Like, I was editing my show reel on the train, because I was like, I need to get my show reel done, because I now know how much I want to be involved in the film industry or doing film work. I need to have a show reel ready for Graphic Design Festival Scotland. I don't care if it's a graphic design festival, I need a show reel. So, editing this on the train, got it finished in the 3-hour train journey, rendered, then we got another train back, like back to Robin's, and yeah, we were up till like, I was awake till 3 a.m. I was on such a high, I can't even explain it. Like, the amount of like energy I had and like excitement from being on that film set for 2 days, even though it was long days, I was just buzzing. I was up till 3 a.m, and we had to get up the next day at like 9, so I was like, wah! It was not good, but I was fine. So yeah, we went down to Graphic Design Festival Scotland, which is like it's called like a week, you can buy like a week ticket, but it's over the weekend. So it started on the Friday with the event called Top Form, which is a fucking amazing event. If you can't book off the entire week, go to Top Form, because that is like the best experience ever. I'm 100% going to go next year. Don't care who the speakers are, I loved it so much. Basically I think it was like 6 speakers, I can't be bothered counting. 6 speakers from industry that are regarded as quite high up there, speak for about 40 minutes about their practice. We had GF Smith, Paul Scarf, the guy who was in my vlog from my placement videos. He did a speech. He did a talk, a thing, and his was so good. Like, I was sitting there like, oh, I love you, because every time he talks about paper, it just feels good. Like, he just makes you love paper, and like, I don't understand how someone can make you love paper. Paper's like paper, but he sells it so well, and that's why he's a sales rep for GF Smith. He's just so fucking nice. So yeah, he did a talk, and then Kellyanna London did a talk. She was probably my favourite, because she's just so like me, in a sense. She's always doing something, she's bursting with energy, and then she's like, and then this, and then this, and then this, and then this, and it literally, I get a brief on the Friday, and then Monday it's due. Like, she was just constantly working, and I related to that so much, because even though I'm not like as like big and fast-paced as she is, I do feel her stress. Like, I feel the level of having to always be creating something, and there's just always deadlines. She was really good. Then there's this guy who I can't remember. I want to call him like Holt or Hout or Hofs. He was cool. He was very funny, kind of taking a more of a laid-back approach to design. Like, I design when I want to. I don't have to design for everyone. If I want the brief, I might do it. I'm just like, okay, cool. That's interesting to be at that level of design where you can say no to a million jobs and still afford to live. Then we had Swiss typeface design, I think. They were cool. Like, I do like their type. I think it's interesting, but I'm just not a typographic kind of person. If I've learned anything, I love looking at type, but designing it and trying to use it and making cool typographic pieces, I can't do. Like, that's just not in my abilities. I should maybe try harder, but at the same time, I'm like, other people can do it better than me. I'm just going to let them have that, because I can't do everything. Like, let's just be real, guys. I can't do everything. And then we had Angus Hyland from Pentagram. He was actually interesting in his talk on the Friday, but he got progressively more, not more, but less for me. Like, not to be a dick, but I think his talk on Friday was really good. Like, he demonstrated his work really well and talked about his work and what his favourite 3 projects were, because he's done a lot, and like, you have to admire how much he's done. So top form was really good, and to top it all off, Stefan Sagmeister, a fucking world-class designer, is right there talking about design, and I'm just like, oh my god, this is really cool. So yeah, I'm familiar with his work, but it was really interesting to hear a bit more about him and his work and his more recent work. He's talking about design and beauty, and it was really interesting. And at the end, we all got to sing, which was really cute.
Not bad. You're good. Now for power. How we know it? Now for power all the time.
Yeah, top form was amazing. After top form, we all went to Walkabout, which was like kind of the after party. We went and got food and then went to Walkabout. A lot of people were gone by this point, and just had a couple of drinks and chilled out. And yeah, it was a good end to the day. On the Saturday, because we weren't at a 2-day workshop, I met up with Graham, my old photography lecturer. Met up for coffee with him because he's now relocated in Glasgow, and then he showed me his studio as part of, what was it called? College Street. So he's got like a space within that, so I got to like view the space. I didn't film anything, but it's a very cool space. Like, oof, I am jealous of Glasgow. So yeah, I showed him my show reel and spoke about my work, and it was really good to get some feedback from him because he was a big part in me restructuring my YouTube channel back in stage 2 and really thinking about how I wanted to do my vlogs. So I'm really grateful for Graham's advice. Like, he has taken me really far with this, so thank you, I appreciate it. And then after catching up with Graham, me and Robin had a foil co workshop, which was also part of GDFS. It was a 90-minute workshop where we kind of just drew things when you were there, and then you got to foil it. I used some of the designs I already had in my sketchbook just to save time. But yeah, really cool, really worth it. I really enjoyed it. And then after that, we went to the Q&A, which I just realised I said was on Monday. It wasn't. It was after that. So the Q&A was with, again, Swiss Typeface and Angus Hyland from Pentagram. And this is where I kind of felt a little bit like, about Angus Hyland / Pentagram. I'm sure they are great. But his kind of answers to a lot of the questions, because it was just a Q&A. People were just asking about the education system, about how he felt about design, and he was kind of like, I can't comment on that because I don't design anymore, or I can't comment on that because I didn't do education, or I'm not in the education system, or something like that. It was kind of like, I get you can't comment, but like, he was quite dismissive about his answers and some of the things, and I was just a bit like, I think when I'm going to like Q&As and stuff, and it definitely became more apparent on the Monday, I prefer Q&As or like chatting to designers that are still relatable, people I could actually see myself working alongside with or working for, Whereas like Pentagram and Swiss Typefaces, they're very established people, like very up there, so it's not even like an attainable student level to really understand what they're all about. They're still they're very well adapt. Whereas like any Scottish agency, I feel like I could walk up to and have a conversation with, because they're still working, like they're not like retired and living in millions of pounds worth of stuff, like they're still working people. So I feel that I could relate and talk to them more than I could with someone like Pentagram. That was just my response to the Q&A. And then Sunday, me and Robin didn't have anything booked for the Sunday, so we stayed at hers and watched Christmas films and lay in bed because we were shattered. It was the best fucking day ever. I'm gonna leave the Monday, Tuesday live brief part of GDFS for next week's vlog, so you're just gonna have to wait another week to find out what happened with that. But this vlog will be too long if I put them in the same week. So I hope you guys don't mind waiting for that. Please, please, please come back and watch next week's vlog, because I am dying to tell you about what happened on the live brief, because oh, it's good. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Bye. I also didn't address that I'm wearing a massive like hoodie because I'm so cold. Right, see you guys next week. Bye.